Greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade Dagger, and, well, as you may have noticed, there's not any new episodes this week, and there probably won't be next week, or the week after, or the week after. The reason why is I just had a stroke, and, well, I'm just going to tell you about it. um, on December 30th, I was watching a YouTube video and finished watching it, and I just sat in my seat and leaned back, propped my feet up, and fell asleep. And a couple hours later, I got up and went out to have a smoke, and I couldn't talk. I couldn't say the things that were in my mind. They were clear as a bell, but I couldn't get them out, and so I had a stroke. But I didn't realize I had a stroke, and so it wasn't until the first that I'm like, yeah, it's about time to go in, and so I ended up going in and can't get the words out of my mouth, but I went in and they did some tests on me, and yeah, sure enough, I had so what is it called? Ischemic stroke, where blood clot goes up and gets in the brain and then starves part of the brain of oxygen and nutrients and that kind of stuff. And yeah, I had a stroke. 42 years old, and I had a stroke. But first day I went in, and they pumped blood out of me, and they pumped blood out of me, and they pumped blood out of me. And I was starting to wonder if I was being milked for my blood. Let's see, I went in and I had a CAT scan, and that was it for them, I guess. They knew it right then and there it was a stroke. And then a few hours later, I was admitted into the neuro the neuroscience section or whatever, and I got a room of my own, got a thing, it monitored my heart and everything, and I was given an IV, and they wheeled me off from there to another room, and it was another CAT scan, except this time they gave me an iodine tracer. And if you have ever had an iodine tracer, it feels weird. I mean, it makes you feel all warm, like your whole body is all warm all at once, and it comes in kind of comes and go in waves. And I was brought back to my room, and let's see, the next day, which was the second, because I was admitted on the first, on the next day, let's see, trying to remember what else was going on then. I was awake the whole time, and I didn't feel any pain, and I still don't feel any pain. The only thing I had that was painful was right in here. They put an implant, but we'll get to that later. But let's see. After that, the big test I was in, I had MRI, and they scanned me for any abnormalities, and they were wondering, like, will you be scared? Will you be freaked out? No, I just laid back in there and plugged in the earphone, or the little earpiece, or earplugs, and I just laid back, and closed my eyes, and went through the MRI, and then let's see, yesterday I was given a TEE, which, if you don't know what that is, it's not really pleasant. And so what was unpleasant about it is you have to be unconscious for it. And they basically put a sensor down into your esophagus, and it scans your heart. But I didn't feel nothing, so no big deal, because I was out cold. And I can't even. I had a hard time with my speech, so let's see. I was in there, and when they were going to administer the TE test, there was like 4 or 5 doctors in the room, and they were all starting to talk about Bitcoin and all this stuff. I'm like, well, I know about Bitcoin and blah 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 blah. And right then is when the anesthesia kicked in, and I woke up, and I just continued talking as if I didn't even go to sleep, except there was less people in the room. And then I took and had another test. Well, it wasn't another test. It was a loop recorder put into my chest. Basically, I wouldn't show you, but it's right here in my chest, and it records my heart rate and all this stuff. And then when I go to bed, there's a device near my bed that will read what's been recorded, and then it saves it, and it tells them, whoever they are, tells them that my heart is normal or whatever, and that is essentially it. Now the finer points of the thing is I had a speech therapist come in, and apparently I was really lucky. I have high function, meaning I could have been a drooling idiot, and then some people might say, well, you're still a drooling idiot, but but I'm a high functioning stroke victim, or what have you, and so it isn't all as bad, but because all it's affected is I have aphasia of left side of the brain, aphasia, which affects my speech, and right now it's actually quite good. A couple days ago, I couldn't get 2 words together. The first day, I couldn't even say greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. I couldn't say it, and now I can say it, but it just it's a lot of strain to try to say just my opening title, my opening intro to my video. So yeah, there's that. Um, there was one lady that came in, and she asked. She was a nurse, and she asked me what do I do, and I told her I make YouTube videos. Oh, well, do you know that PewDiePie guy? And you know, I should have thought, yeah, I know who that PewDiePie guy. I am PewDiePie. Just to see if I could score some points with a hot nurse. But no, I didn't say that. um, told her what I do, and there's YouTube and other things, and I had the most frustrating part is having to tell everybody all over what all was going on with me, as well as what I do and all that, and but it was all pretty good. Didn't have any pain because it's in the brain, and your brain doesn't have nerves, so you don't feel anything. That's one startling thing, is that there just wasn't any pain. But I had TEE, and then I had a loopback recorder put in my chest, so that didn't really hurt. I mean, it didn't hurt any more than getting stuck in the arm about 7 or 8 times, and getting blood drawn and all that stuff. I was used to it. I just stuck my arm out and just looked the other way, and okay, there it goes, so that wasn't no problem. What was a problem was, well, I'm a fuzzy wuzzy bear. And so they stuck 6 sensors around my chest, and I connected all times to a heart rate monitor, and they ended up having to take them off, which sucked because well, I don't do manscaping, and that was terrible, and so they had to rip them all off at various times, and that was let me put it like this. Okay, if you're bare chested, no problem, you won't feel a thing. But if you got hair, you're gonna feel it. It doesn't matter how many IVs or how many times they pulled your blood. That don't hurt. It doesn't really hurt. But man, oh man, if you're gonna have bandages removed, even a simple band-aid removed, oh man. So that was painful just because of the hair. But when what they did with the recorder was they had to shave part of my chest, and then what they did was implanted, it's about yay big, and they had to administer local anesthetic, so I was awake through the whole thing. They had me, had a tarp over my head, or not a tarp, but a thing blocking my vision. We'll leave it at that. And they said, this is going to sting. Okay. Didn't sting as bad as they were saying. At least I didn't. I have a high tolerance of pain, so it was no biggie. And they're fishing around, doing stitches, and I didn't see them because I had this thing down in front of me. But they were doing stitches. I'm like, are you doing stitches now, or are you suturing it up? And hey, yeah. How'd you know? Because I can feel the skin being pulled up. But none of that was painful. But the hair is, God no. But but yeah, I'm doing better now. I'm not 100%. So basically what's going to happen is I'm not going to be doing any videos for a little while. I might do maybe one video here and there, and it might only be a vlog like this. But it's better than nothing. It's just to let you guys know, that I'm okay, and that I'm 42 years old, and I have a stroke, and that's very, very young to have such a thing. And it's also very scary, because you can be like me. My mind goes a million miles a minute, but with the speech thing, my mind goes a million miles a minute, but my mouth can only go at only like half its usual speed. So I have to slow things down. And the other thing is my right hand. It isn't really affected, except that when I'm the fine motor control to activate the mouse is just kind of sloppy, and so I'm not going to be able to do 7 Days to Die or any of those games. I might be able to do some, but I don't think it will maybe make it to video. That one, that's the way it is. But at least for now, because I am getting better. I'm going to be getting speech therapy, and I don't think I need as much as right hand therapy or anything like that to try to get the control back, because it's coming back on its own. But needless to say, I'm pretty much done, for the moment. I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up on YouTube or sharing the fun with you guys, but trying to get the words out. It'll be a while before I get another video out. So just to let you guys know what it's all about, what it's some of the interesting experiences I had there, and yeah. But it was really cool that I had a room of my own, had a kick-ass view, and all the nice nurses looking by, but yeah, I'm gonna be taking Lipitor and taking aspirin, and I have a vitamin B12 deficiency, which is kind of perplexing because it's in meat and eggs and stuff like that a lot, and I eat a lot of meat. But can't think of what else to say. But I definitely want to share my heartfelt thanks to my friends, who they're, let's face it, they're more like family. Mark and David and Nate, and I know I probably shouldn't be saying their names out loud to you guys, but I'm not going to use last names. So, but my brothers were there for me, and my brother, my actual brother, he was running my Facebook and my Twitter, and he was doing some of the online work that I do. He didn't know. It was funny though. He is I have two monitors, and he doesn't, know how to use a computer with two monitors, so he's kind of freaking out how all that works. It's funny when you think what you're doing is no big deal, and it really isn't. But you put it in the hands of somebody that doesn't know your system and doesn't know, how you do things, and they try to make up for what or make up for the time you're not going to be able to do it. And my brother, he handled it pretty well. But yeah, my brother handled the Facebook and Twitter, and also some of the online stuff I did, and I thank him a lot. I have to thank him a lot for it. But my brothers, they came and visited me at the hospital, and my family, my mom and dad, and my brother came and visited me at the hospital, and it meant a lot to me. But this is not the end. This is not the end of the channel, so to speak. It's just time to go on vacation. I won't have to split wood anymore, or carry in, or any of that. And after all, I'm Iron Man. I have the chest to do it. Yeah, I just want to let you guys know what all is going on with me, and I'm okay. I'm able to do everything I was doing, just a lot slower. And it's just time to heal up, and time to get ready for the next event. So, with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. That's about it. So, thanks for watching, and see you later. Twitch.